Woman gives birth, but after 1 month she was feeling unwell and discovered she was still pregnant. She became famous when she fell pregnant with twins just 6 weeks after giving birth, and now, nearly 1 year on from when she had her twins, Sydney mother Eliza Kirby has shared what having 3 babies under the age of 2 has taught her about motherhood. Speaking to Daily Mail Australia about the lessons she's learned, Eliza, 28, said life has been a juggling act for the past 12 months. For the first 6 months, I don't remember much. I was running on empty, she told Female. But with the 1 year anniversary coming up, I can finally feel like I've nearly got this. So what wisdom can Eliza pass on to other first-time mothers? There's so much I've learned over the past year, she explained. The main thing would be to relax my pre-baby standards I set for myself, like having a clean house or the washing done. I have a newfound appreciation for single parents who do this on their own, but I've also learned to not sweat the small stuff. For instance, if the kids have to eat a peanut butter sandwich for dinner some nights, I'm not a lazy mom, I'm just practical. At present, Eliza and her partner Ben have gotten used to doing things in full measures. She went from being a mom of none to a mother of 3, Charlie, Jack, and Wolf, in 12 very short months. Having had Charlie in January 2016, Eliza later gave birth to the twins on Christmas Eve 2016, something which she never expected. Eliza also said she's learned the importance of the old parenting adage, "It takes a village." It really does, she laughed. I owe my sanity to my partner, the grandparents, aunties, uncles, and friends. While Eliza said that at times life with 3 young children has been a struggle, mainly with transportation, she said that having 3 kids so young is also hugely rewarding. Watching the 3 interact with each other and being able to observe the bond forming, building up slowly as the twins begin to get it. They love each other, and I can see it. However, she has no plans to have any more children. We don't plan on more babies for the future. I had always imagined having 4, so I'm not opposed to the idea, she said. But I'm loving our life as it is. I feel like we've got the perfect little family. Eliza made the news when she fell pregnant with her twins just after her first baby, Charlie, was born. The young mom had always believed the old wives' tale that you can't get pregnant if you're breastfeeding, and so she said she didn't even think about contraception. But she soon disproved the theory and found herself pregnant with twins 6 weeks later. Breastfeeding doesn't do blank. This pregnancy happened. It's real, she told the Daily Mail Australia at the time. My doctor actually uses me as an example for couples when they say they don't have any contraception plans in place after the birth of their child. I knew I was pregnant straight away because when I woke up, it felt like I'd been hit in the head with a baseball bat. I took 4 pregnancy tests before one came back positive. Since giving birth to all 3 children, the young mother has started to blog about her experiences. She shares candid tales as well as practical advice and has amassed thousands of followers thanks to her honest words. Just like how everyone's body is different, no 2 pregnancies are entirely the same. Nonetheless, there are still signs and symptoms of a pregnancy that most mothers would experience, like nausea, missed period, and increased urination. Not Ika, though. In a recent Facebook post, second-time mom Ika from Al Tor Satar Kedah shared how she gave birth to her second child without even knowing that she was pregnant for the past 9 months. Is it a bowel movement? According to Ika, it was 1 a.m. in the morning when she first had a stomach ache and started vomiting multiple times. The next day, the discomfort in her stomach felt more like constipation and the need to pass motion. She went to the bathroom several times in an attempt to relieve herself, but the discomfort in her stomach only got worse. This led Ika to ask her husband to bring her to the hospital. However, one thing led to another, and suddenly Ika was giving birth to her precious baby girl on the couch. Her miracle baby was welcomed into the world at 8:45 a.m. on October 19, 2022. Wednesday by her husband's loving arms and her 1-year-old son's bewildered eyes. Then, while waiting for the ambulance to arrive, Ika's husband tied the baby's umbilical cord using a shoelace. My husband and I were both very shocked and nervous at the time, reflects Ika. Many mothers-to-be experience a whole range of symptoms in the 9 months prior to giving birth. So how could Ika have not only escaped all that physical discomfort, but also not even know that there was a human being growing inside of her? According to Ika, she was unaware of the presence of the fetus in her womb because she didn't feel any movement and her belly did not grow as big as when she was carrying her first child. It was different from my experience of giving birth to my first child. At that time, I had a big belly, a big nose, big everything. What's more shocking is that Ika claims that she got her period every month and that she was even on birth control. She took contraceptive pills and never skipped a month. Thank goodness my baby is perfectly healthy despite never receiving any extra care, said Ika, as she shares how she never once opened a mother's health record book at the health clinic and there are no records of her and her child at all. She thanks God for protecting and taking care of the child in her womb until she was born into the world. The human body is truly unbelievable.